Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel logiFunda. If you are here to finally understand English grammar in a fun, clear, and confident way, you are in the right place. Today we are diving deep into one of the most important grammar topics out here, types of sentences. So by end of this video, you'll be able to identify, analyze, and even create your own sentence with ease. Whether you are preparing for an exam, teaching others, or just brushing up your skills, this video is for you. So grab a notebook, get comfy, and let's master English grammar today. So before we jump into the types of sentences, let's understand why you need to understand the type of these sentences. Okay, so I have listed down a couple of points here. First, it improves your communication. Okay, knowing when to use statements, questions, commands, or expression of emotions helps you express exactly what you mean, right? Second, it strengthens your writing skills. So, understanding sentence structures, for example, simple, compound, complex, allows you to write more engaging, varied, and professional content. Third one we have helps with reading comprehension, right? Whenever you give any exams, you will find some of the reading comprehensions there. So when you can recognize different types of sentence type, you understand the tone, intent, and the relationships between ideas more easily, and then you are able to solve these reading comprehension in a much effective manner. Another one we have essentials for grammar exams and language tests. So when you have a deeper understanding about the types of sentences, basically exams like TOEFL, IELTS, or grammar school exam often include questions on sentences types, both by functions or the structure. So it's also important there. Another we have builds basically confident in speaking. So understanding sentence variety variety allows you to speak more naturally, okay, which better with better annotation and emotions expressions, especially in presentations or the conversation. So these are the you know the points that I mentioned why one should understand the types of the sentences, right? So let's jump into different types of sentences that we have. So first one we have part one, and first one is type of sentences are by function, and second types of sentences are by structure. Okay, so we'll be understanding these types of sentences. So in this segment we have first type of sentence is declarative sentence. Okay, so how do you identify the particular sentence is a declarative sentence or not? So when you make a statements, okay, then you can say this is a declarative sentence. What is the tone of these types of sentences? Tone of these types of sentences are neutral, or you can say informative. We'll also take an example here. For example, you can see the beautiful picture here. You can say the sun rises in the east. Okay, so we understood the type 1 declarative sentences. Whenever you are making a statement and the type tone of these sentences is neutral or informative. So I've also given you the example here. So these types of sentences are basically known as declarative sentences. Another type of sentences is interrogative sentences. So when you ask a question, okay, ask a question, okay, what type of questions you can ask? So you can say various forms here, whether you ask yes no types of question, wh questions, or choice question. Then you use interrogative sentences here. So for example, I'll give you an example here. For example, you can see the pictures, a couple of people are enjoying the party, and you can say, are you coming to the party? So this is the example of interrogative sentences. So when you ask a question to somebody, we use interrogative sentences. Okay. Next one, we have imperative sentences. What are imperative sentences? When you give a command, okay, it gives a command, okay, or you make a request, or you give instructions. Okay, so these types of sentences are called imperative sentences. So basically, what is the tone of these types of sentences? It can be polite or direct when you give somebody a command. Okay, for example, you can see the picture here. Let's say you are giving a command or requesting someone, for example, please take your seat. So these types of sentences are imperative sentences. Okay, let's move on to the next sentence. Next type of sentences we have exclamatory sentences. So what are the exclamatory sentences? When you express strong emotions. Okay, so these sentences expresses strong emotion. Okay, you see this man here is enjoying the beautiful weather out there. So let's say we are saying, what a beautiful day, right? And then we use exclamatory mark in some sentences. So these are the four types of the sentences we have learned uh, by function in part 1. Now let's jump into uh, different types of the sentences that I have explained you by structure. Okay, so by structure sentence, how many types of sentences are there? So by structure we have basically four types of sentences here. So first one, we have simple sentence. Okay, in simple sentence, how do you identify particular sentence is a simple sentence or not? So it only have one independent clause. Okay, for example, you can see this girl is running, right? For example, she runs every morning, right? So when you have only just one independent clause, these types of sentences are known as simple sentences. Hit the subscribe button if you like this video so far. Okay, now let's move on to another type of sentence. So we have another type of sentence is compound sentence. Okay, so when you have two independent clauses plus coordinate conjunction. Okay, so for example, he wanted pizza but she ordered sushi. So we have two independent clauses here. He wanted pizza, but she ordered sushi. And there's a coordinate conjunction, which is but here, right? So these types of sentences are known as compound sentences. Okay. Now let's move on to third type of sentences, which are common when we talk about, you know, when we have although, because, since uh, in conjunction with the sentences. So in complex sentences, there are there is one independent sentence plus one or more dependent clauses. Okay. For example, and another thing is, before we take an example, the subordinating conjunctions, like I mentioned earlier. For example, although, we use because, also we use since, etc. So for example, because it rained, we stayed in indoors, right? So first sentence we have it rained, okay, and second independent sentence we have we stayed indoors. And what is the subordinate conjunction between these two sentences? Because. Okay, so we have one or more dependent clauses here, and then we have subordinate conjunction, although, since, because, etc. So these types of sentences are complex sentences. Okay, and the last we have compound complex sentences. So you can guess you, these are the combination of second and third type of sentences here. So it will have two independent clauses plus it will have at least one dependent clause. Okay, for example, although he was tired, he finished the project and he submitted on time. Okay, so these are the mix of compound complex sentences. So I hope you understood uh, all the types of sentences here. I have explained you how will you identify the types of sentences, what are the tone of different type of the sentences, and I've also given you examples so that you can easily understand different types of the sentences that are here. Okay, so now I have a small exercise for you uh, to understand whether you have understood the various types of sentences here or not. Okay, so let's jump into the exercise and just have a look uh, the all the sentences that I have put in here. and identify different types of the sentences that are written here. So first one we have, I love reading books on the weekend. What is this? This is a simple statement, right? So when you make a statement, what type of sentences are these? So these are declarative sentence. Okay. Another we have, watch out for the car, and then they have used this exclamatory mark, right? So when you use this exclamatory mark, what type of sentences are there? These are exclamatory sentences, right? Third one we have, did you see the new episode? And then we have a question mark at the end of the sentence. So when we have a question mark at the end of the sentence, and when you ask a question, what type of sentences are these? These are interrogative sentence, right? Next one we have, what time does the movie start? Right? We have a question mark here and we are asking a question. So this is also an interrogative sentence, right? Another one we have, please close the window. What is this? You are requesting someone, right, to close the window. So this is imperative sentence. Last one we have, I wanted to call you, but I could not find my phone. You answer this. Please comment below. I'll just give you a small hint here. We are using a conjunction here. This is a one independent sentence and this is another one independent sentence. So I hope you like this entire video. Please subscribe to this channel and hit the like button if you like this type of content and uh, detailed explanation of any topic. Stay tuned for more such videos and the content in your future. Thank you so much.